What's up, guys? I'm Steven, your host, hashtag 40acre Addicts. Today, we're going to do an early prediction for the 2021 season. Let me go ahead and introduce our other hosts, Henry Gatlin and Robert Gatlin. Go ahead and say what's up, guys.
What's up, everybody?
Hook 'em horn, y'all. Alright, guys, today we're going to start off on the 2021 roster. Do the first half of the season, our predictions, our thoughts, and win-loss ratio. So going into that Red River week. So let's start off with Henry. You want to take this off? Being as our second main host and not having a lot of camera time yet.
Yeah, man. Being as the last 10 to 12 years have been what they've been, I don't really like doing predictions. I'm not a prophet or a fortune teller cookie. I am a lifelong fan, though, born in the 40 acres, and I was born in the late 70s, so I've tried my best.
Already. Yep, so I guess with that being said, let's start with the first game, the Louisiana Lafayette, and their entire roster coming back. Ooh, yeah. I'll go ahead and say it. That's going to be the easiest.
It's just Louisiana Raging Cajuns, just so you know.
Huh? Yeah, it's Raging Cajuns, but it's Louisiana Lafayette. It's Louisiana Raging Cajuns Lafayette.
Dang, they got a lot of names, man, like Albus, Percival.
Yeah, well,
Brian,
Louisiana Lafayette is their location. They're in Louisiana Lafayette, but they are called the Raging Cajuns. That is good. We gotta educate each other, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a lot of names to have to remember.
Yeah. And that's why we don't go to school there.
The back of their jersey is going to be in Braille.
Yeah.
No, I think it's going to be a close game, man. But being the fact that it's our first game in our new end zone with our new turf, our new coaches, I think we're going to win a close one here. I really do. But I think we're going to come out on top, sure.
Yeah, I definitely think out of all of our cupcake games, this is going to be our hardest, easy game. At
You
least.
think it can be harder than the Arkansas?
Well, Arkansas, no, I'm not putting them in the same category because Arkansas to me is like a power 5 school. And Louisiana,
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, Louisiana Tech really ain't a power 5. So I would compare the Louisiana game with the Rice game and the Kansas game. For sure.
Yeah.
Like those three. Out of those three, I think they're going to be the hardest. They're going to be the most experienced coming in against us.
They definitely got a lot of experience.
Yeah, a lot of experience. I think their entire team is coming back, even the water boy, I mean.
What you think, Robert? How's it going to go?
I think it's going to be kind of a close one too, but not so close that it's going to be a nail biter. I think I know by I'm looking at ESPN right here. The ESPN Football Power Index has us winning by, the matchup predictor is we got 89.1% compared to their 10.9%. So that's kind of speaks for itself. And we're a 9.5 point favorite. I think it's going to be a little more than 9.5. Probably be. I'm thinking we'll probably win by probably 17 points.
Good one.
It's not far off for me. Yeah, I think with the all gas, no brakes, our offense is going to have to showcase in the first game to let everyone know what Shark's about. I think really Shark's going to come out in that first game and try to set an example and a tone for the season of how he is going to be playing every game from then on. And this score hurts me to even say because it's going against what I believe in PK, and I think PK is going to be unstoppable this year. But I'm trying to be realistic with the fact that Louisiana has so much starters coming back, and the fact that we don't. It's the first game, new coaching staff, new everything. You just never know. But I think the all gas, no breaks is going to keep it high scoring, and I think after this, PK. I think PK and the defense is going to be great through the game. Period. But my score is us winning 49-24. I think it's going to be close to start with, and then towards the end, we're just going to wear them out and take off, or vice versa. One of us is going to be leading, and then in the end of the game, the momentum changes and the other team takes off. But regardless, I think that I know we're going to win it, and I just don't want to I don't want to count them out on their score. That's why I gave them 24. Because I think they're going to show up.
I feel you on that 24, but you just disrespected Coach K because you don't like to give nobody more than 18.
I know. See, and that's the thing. I think Coach K and the D are going to get theirs. They're going to get sacks. I think they're going to get a pick. I think they might even get a defensive touchdown. But I
think it's going to be turnover city, man.
Yeah, but I think just trying to be nice, really, and give it leeway. I think Louisiana Lafayette gets theirs in some. Because, I mean, 24 points really isn't a bad game for a defensive coordinator.
Yeah, and I can totally believe that because the last 4 or 5 years, man, our first games haven't been all that great.
Yeah.
Like, I hate to bring up bad stuff, but
Yeah, and the 49 comes from the all gas, no brakes. Otherwise, that was fitting to be 34-24. But at the last minute, I was like, well, let me use the all gas, no brakes on this first game because, that realistic to me is something I feel Shark is going to do is try to set that tone in that first game.
Hey, with the Robinson duo?
Yeah. Hey.
Yes, sir.
Run, Fashawn, run.
All right, let's move on to game 2.
Alrighty.
At Arkansas.
Yes, first away game. Ooh, restoring the rivalry. Man, you want to start this one, Bobby? Since you got the Arkansas background.
I wouldn't say Arkansas background, but I have lived in Arkansas. Even then, I still played Longhorn. Anyways, honestly, I think when it comes to Arkansas, considering we're going to be at Arkansas, and it is a night game, except for that I'm looking at this right here. The last 5, they're on a losing streak. They're on a 4-game losing streak, from last year. They lost their last 4 games. I ain't really paid attention a whole lot to Arkansas, but I think it's going to be probably close to I want to say a blowout, really. I want to say we're going to embarrass them on their home field. And it'll probably be 56-14.
Woo. That's a bold one, Bobby. I like it.
Yeah. Who does Arkansas have the week before us?
I think a cupcake game like we have, kind of, except an even easier one. I don't think they have anybody.
They play Rice before us.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. See.
Okay. So that 4-game losing streak will be out the window.
So Bobby, check this out. You're the one I really want to ask this question. And if you have to, we can use one of our phones and pop up the info on it. But I want to ask you, out of those 2 quarterbacks for Arkansas, do you think because I keep hearing that they're going to be starting both of them in the game. Do you think that that's going to be a good idea? Do you think they need to just figure out who their starter is in game one against Rice?
No, they need to figure out who their starter is. When you don't have a solidified quarterback, we saw what happened with Shane and Sam a couple years ago. I mean, it don't work whenever you have two quarterbacks like that.
Well, I can name one time it has in the history of college football.
Okay.
It was Tim Tebow his freshman year for the other. Cause I can't remember the other quarterback. The other quarterback was the starter. Tim Tebow wasn't, but he still helped a little during the season, and that's how he got his name out there that first year. And they won the national championship as a team with two featured quarterbacks.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I see your point, but
That's also Tim Tebow. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't know. I don't know. In my eyes, personally, if you don't have a solidified starter at quarterback, then you're kind of setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
Your quarterback is your leader. Your quarterback is your the morality of the whole team. That's also the quarterback.
And I feel each of these teams are still going to have that, just like every game we play, where the other team has this chip on their shoulder when they come to play us. Like, everyone hates us. And I feel, other than the Rice game, these first 6 games, we're going to have that hate the whole time. But looking at the Rice one, I don't see Rice having really nothing against us. Arkansas, though, that I feel, if I put my number on it, I'm going to go with Bobby. I think Arkansas is going to come fired up, mentally thinking they're ready to play. But when it's all said and done, I'm going to put, I put 63-10. I'm gonna go with Bobby. I think they're gonna come in so hot and so mentally thinking they're fired up after their little bitty win against Rice, and them having the hatred for Texas and everything. And I think they're gonna fall into PK's hands. And I think PK is gonna win us that game. I don't think we're gonna get 63 points off of our offense just being a beast. A few of those touchdowns I see Bajan getting, but I see us getting 63 points and them only getting 10 because PK won't let them do anything. I think that's going to be the game PK steps up in and shows us what he's about. And I think PK is going to shut their quarterbacks down with Coburn and all the boys coming in the middle. And with our safeties being, and our corners finally being properly trained and developed, it's going to be pick city with these two quarterbacks. And I see us 63-10. That's what I'm calling.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, history speaking, man, we play better on the road. This is going to be our first road game. It's an old school rivalry. That's going to play a small, tiny factor. But, no, there's no reason Arkansas should be in this game. I don't know if we'll win by that much, but we're definitely going to win this game.
Yeah.
We'll be 2-0 going into Rice in my burnt orange glasses.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Fun fact for you, Henry.
So what's your
last time
score?
we played Arkansas?
Vince Young?
No. I believe it was like years ago we played, and it was whenever we were living in Trinity. Because I recorded it over the VHS tape, because the last time we played them was like 1960 something. Before that.
Oh yeah. That's crazy, man. Times have changed.
Yeah.
From recording games on VHS.
Hey, Henry. Me and my mother had Tom Brady's Super Bowl where Justin Timberlake pulled out Janet Jackson's titty in Houston, Texas. We had that on VHS recorded.
That's Janet Jackson.
Yeah, that was halftime show Janet Jackson, boy. And there was no censor. No, because nobody was ready for it. That was live. He rips that sucker out. That titty pops out. But she had one of those stripper nipple patch things. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And that's how everybody knew that they were ready for it and that it was a set thing to do. And they weren't able to lie their way out of it. Because she had the damn fucking stripper thing covered her nipple ready for a titty to be popped out.
Yeah, y'all might not have been ready for that, but I was ready for that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, all right. What's your score, Henry? So we can move on to Rice.
I got us by 14. I don't know what the score is going to be.
I'll just put win by 14. Alrighty, guys. Let's go to Rice. Henry, you kick us off.
All right, man. It's our first night game in the new stadium. It's going to be a blowout. Feelings are going to get hurt during this game. We'll probably see Hudson Card late second quarter, early third. And I even expect to probably see Charles Wright after that. Maybe even a Gabe Watson or a Daniel Young comes in. But yeah, that'll be a blowout. No worries. No disrespect to Rice, but the talent isn't there.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Robert?
Oh, okay, I'm up. Well, I mean, I feel like it'll be a legit blowout. I'm going to say the score is probably going to be 49-0. I don't think they're going to put any points up against us. And if they do, I don't think they'll score any touchdowns.
What'd you say, 49-0?
Yeah. Or better yet, let me rephrase. I'll go with 49-3. I think they'll get one field goal in towards the end of this game.
Alrighty. What was yours, Henry?
I haven't done any scores. I
Just
like
think
to
of one. Everyone I've said, I've just thought off the top of my head. It's Rice. I mean, how hard could it be?
Okay, then I'll go 70-0.
That's kind of what I was thinking, because I think this will be the first game that Shark and Pete K get to be comfortable. They know they're going to win. There's no stress of competition, and you can showcase all the stuff you've been wanting to try out all spring long and all fall camp long, waiting to showcase these things to see if they work the way you've been planning on them to work against Rice, and just not even play football, play backyard ball, just have fun and let loose. And on that's offensively, defensively, I think PK is going to follow up from the big game against Arkansas, and like Henry said, I think he allows no points.
So just a little something right here. I'm looking at the Rice Texas game on ESPN. Match for 100% on this one. Texas at 98% for win.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. That's high percentage right there.
Let me throw this in there too, man. This might be the only game of the year that Texas has that's going to be a cakewalk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This might be the only cakewalk of the entire year, right here.
Kansas, possibly, but that's so far in the year. If we're an undefeated team or a one-loss team, I believe Kansas will be a walk-on game. If we have a fucked off year like we've been having forever, when we get to Kansas, they're going to be a problem.
Never count them out.
Yeah, never count them out.
Yep, so we're all set. We're going 3-0 at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say I'll go with. Yeah, I'll go 56-0. I'll go 56-0 against Ross. On the Texas Tech. Man, I'll go ahead and kick this one off. I've been wanting to talk Texas Tech because I mean, Sam did sell us oceanfront property in Lubbock last year. I mean, for a moment there, I thought the ocean was connected to Lubbock. But anyway, I think Texas Tech is going to be a challenge again. I think they're going to be pesky, and we have them home. But I just feel like they're going to be pesky this year. I think they're going to be they're not going to go away. I think it's going to be like one score ahead all game long, like back and forth. We get up to 14, they catch up to 14, and we get up to 28, and they're right there at 21. Then we get to 35, and they're at 32, and they're just staying right there behind us the whole game. And it'll be like Herman. It won't look like a Herman game, but it will feel like a Herman game to where it's a nail biter all game long, because it's going to be our first conference game, first serious opponent, and Big 12, you know, it's always scary in your first conference game in this league.
I agree. I agree with you on that 100%. But I do have a question that I'm not sure of. Is Alan Bowman still their quarterback, or did he leave? I don't know what grade he's in or what, but he's the quarterback that was with them last year.
Oh man, I can't look that up for you because my phone's using y'all's voices. One of y'all would have to be able to look it up.
Okay, the only reason why I asked that is that's going to go off my prediction for sure.
Henry, look it up real quick.
Hold on. What am I looking up?
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
Oh, Bobby's got it. Because that is a very good question. Because if he's coming back, then my prediction will be spot on, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on the win, but I'm not going to agree with you on how we win. I think our boys are going to come out fired up because they had pretty much a bye week the week before, and I don't think Tech's going to stand a chance. It's at home. I think we're going to blow. I think we're going to win by 21.
Okay, so from what I'm getting off of this is, I think what I'm getting off of this is he transferred to Michigan.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Because it says here, Alan Bowman is an American football player for the Michigan Wolverines. He previously played for Texas Tech 2018 through 2020.
Okay.
I didn't hear anything about that transfer.
That's what I'm saying. I like that.
So,
The blue and gold.
so I'm not so sure then on what I want to say for my prediction, because I mean, if Alan Bowman was still there, I was gonna give Texas Tech a chance. But then again, I don't know who's coming in, stepping in behind him. But either way, I think it's gonna be a close game like that. Definitely. I won't be able to say exactly how that's going to play out, but I think it's going to be probably 35-28.
Hey, let me throw this out there, y'all. If you don't remember, Texas Tech is still pissed off at us right now for Coach Beard. Texas Tech do not like us right now. They are pissed.
Those tortillas might be buttered up this year.
Oh, man. That's what I'm saying. If we're home, we need to just go ahead and throw tortillas at them.
Right?
Me and you, Henry, we just carried 2 backpacks full of tortillas, 2 clear backpacks. That's all they allow. And then we just start handing them out.
Man, this is Central Texas. We're going to throw racks of ribs at them.
You gonna knock them out. Yeah.
We're gonna get some fingers barbecued up.
Yeah. That's great.
We're gonna put sweet tea in their Gatorade bottles.
Oh man, they're gonna pull that LSU crap on us and start cramping up all game long. Oh, hold on, coach. Time out. Oh, can of corn, I'll be fine. Yeah.
Just an FYI, we're 9-2 against them the last 11 years.
Yeah. So what's your score, Henry?
We're gonna win by 21. I don't think it's gonna, especially with that quarterback being at Michigan. Their defense ain't gonna know what to do against. We're good.
All right. I'm still gonna keep him as a pesky competitor. So I'm going with almost like that Red River. Let's do 42-35. That's mine. We win 42-35.
If they score 35 against Coach K.
Oh man, look at me. Hold up. Stop. Pause. I'm insulting that man.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and rechange that.
Especially with the unproven quarterback against our D line, like, wow.
I'm going 35-17.
There you go.
And I think it's going to be close to the end, just like I had said. And I think we don't take off on offense till like the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'm completely opposite. I think we'll be up by 21, by half.
All right. I know we're 4 games in. Here's a question for both y'all. Well, let me get Robert's score first before I ask this question. What's your score, Robert?
On what?
Your score for the Texas Tech game.
I already said it, but I'll say it again. Actually, I'm kind of changing it. I said 35-28, but I'll say 35-21.
All right, now I got a question for y'all. If Texas loses one of these games and we're 3-1 at this point, where's y'all's happiness level?
Oh, man.
Did you say 3-1?
Yes. If for some reason at this point in the season, after Texas Tech, we're 3-1, how do you feel going forward?
Who do we lose to?
Anybody you want us to lose to?
I mean, I wouldn't be happy because I don't expect to lose to any 4 of those teams. I wouldn't be happy at all.
What about you, Henry?
I don't think I would be happy.
I'll put it this way. If we're not 5-0 going into the Red River rivalry, I'm not happy.
All right. Yeah, I don't think anybody would. I think by the TCU game, if we were 4-1, I could see me being semi-okay.
I still wouldn't be happy, but I wouldn't be so upset either if it was TCU that we lost to and it was a close game.
Yeah. If it's Texas Tech or TCU that we lose to, I feel semi-okay. Because it is first year, and he didn't lose the first 3 games, so.
Yeah, but I don't know. I stand behind it. I'm not happy if we're 5-0 going into the regular rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like they said, all gas, no brakes. Coaching staff here is unlike anything we've ever had before. Coach Herman couldn't get that to save his life. I honestly don't think this university spent a penny on him to be able to find good coaches out there. They always just gave him a very low budget when he was coach hunting. and that's why he always was stuck with such shitty coaches. I mean, Herb Hand, they told him ahead of time, the university he was coming from, that he was trash, that he was no good, and that's why they were getting rid of him. And Herman took him anyway, like, because in my opinion, he had no other choice. Like, I know there's a shortage of O-line coaches out there, especially good ones, but Texas just, they didn't give that man a good budget. And that's what I think Herman's biggest problem on development was, is that he didn't have the right guys around him in his coaching room. And I feel Shark was given all that from the jump. Then again, that was a lot of Shark's own doing, going and poaching all his ex-co-workers at Alabama. But let's jump into TCU, because I know on my safe side we have about 14 minutes, because I like to stop them at 45 so they don't cut off on us.
Shoot, TCU, man, it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a defensive game. I think it's going to be the game that Coach K earns his money.
I like that.
I'm thinking maybe 21-17, 24-17. I think it's going to be super close.
I like that.
Yeah, Coach K is going to earn his money in this game. And FYI, we're 2-7 the last 9 years against TCU. Gary Patterson has absolutely owned us.
Wait, did you say 9-7?
No, we're 2-7.
Okay, yeah. That's what I was looking at.
The last 9 years.
I was making sure. For some reason, I thought I heard a 9. I was just checking. But yeah, and on top of that, like Henry said, I think it's gonna be all defensive game, because our main focus needs to be on Zach Evans, their 5-star running back that TCU has. Like Henry pointed out earlier before this phone call, Texas. Oh. Hello? What in the heck? Hold on, people. We have technical difficulties. Give us just one moment. What happened?
I don't know. Technical difficulties.
That's what I just told the gang. We're just gonna act like that didn't happen and just keep flowing, baby. All right. I guess call Robert on 3-way while I'm finishing talking. All right.
Technical difficulties. Sorry, guys.
Yep. He's gonna get Robert on the line while I finish doing this TCU prediction.
I'm already on the line.
Oh, you're on there? All right, we're good to go then. All right. So Zach Evans, like Henry pointed out before this video, the first 5-star for TCU to ever land. And I honestly couldn't believe it, because I thought LaDainian Tomlinson was the 5-star, but I could have been wrong. Anyway, but like Henry said, definitely should be the game that Coach Pete K, earns his money, and because I mean, TCU has owned the state of Texas for the last decade and has owned us with that 2-7 record. I mean, that's hurtful. That hurts to know that since they've joined our conference, they have been the team in our state, and that honestly includes in recruiting too, other than A&M. And for us to be getting out recruited like this in our own state is just, it's bad. But point getting to, I would say they're both going to be focused on their running games more than anything. Even though TCU has that white boy coming back at quarterback, he's pretty solid. He beat us last year. He kind of reminds me of Sam a little bit, just not quite as good of a thrower as Sam was. Sam was an excellent thrower, but he was better than this guy, I could definitely say. And I say we go, man, I'm going to say 17-7. That's my prediction. I think that'll be the first game that puts Sharks offense on a complete halt because he's going to be facing, boy, is he facing TCU, and their coach has just been owning us. I mean, under the Herman era, we beat them one time.
They're hard to beat for some reason.
Yeah, and under Strong, I don't think we ever beat them. I think we hadn't beat them since Mac was here. But I'm not 100% on that.
I'm gonna go when it comes to the TCU game. I think it's definitely gonna be stand by y'all with the defensive game. I'm gonna say 17-14. It's gonna be a close one, but we can lock in at the end.
On a Cameron Dicker winning field goal, what? That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
We're gonna walk off with Cameron Dicker.
That for everybody watching, hashtag 40 acres, just call him that one by Dicker the Kicker field goal.
Dicker the Kicker!
Now I guess it's time to move on to the game I don't want to predict.
Yep, because that is the one that we have 9 minutes left for, and we need to get that one in there. Let's do it. Oklahoma, baby, Red River rivalry. What is your opinion, Robert, since you made it so obvious you were nervous?
Man, I'm not even gonna lie. I think that's gonna be our first loss, honestly, and it hurts me to say it. I don't want to lose to Oklahoma. I never want to lose to Oklahoma, but I think that's gonna be our first loss of the season. But I also think it's gonna be a close one. I think it's probably gonna turn into a shootout in the second half. I think the first half is gonna be slow going for both teams, getting to know, what's going, getting to know your opponent. And, towards the end, it'll probably be a shootout, but I think we're going to lose by 3 to 7 points. So it's going to be a one-score game, but I do think we're going to drop the ball and lose on it.
All right. I actually want to follow up after you because I have a really interesting prediction. What is your score, by the way?
Well, I really didn't say a score, but I'm going to say probably 52-49.
Like it's been the last couple of years.
Pretty much.
All right. With them winning. All right. So, my prediction is a little different. I think Steve Sarkisian knows this is year one, and his two main priorities in year one is beat Oklahoma and win Big 12 Conference Championship. Now this is a wild card I'm fitting to throw out there, okay? So y'all probably gonna think I'm tripping. But just hear me out, all right? We win basically the exact same way Robert said, but opposite. Instead of us losing, we win, like a 52-49 score, the way it's been these last few years. And no, we're not supposed to go into the second part of the season. I'm going to go and give a little sneak preview. I see us losing the week after Oklahoma against Oklahoma State, and we're losing that at home. And I think it's going to be, if you look back at Texas history on times that we beat Oklahoma, we almost always lose the following week or week after. And I think that's how it's going to be. And then for the prediction of us rematching Oklahoma, I don't think that's going to happen. This is the wild card. I think Oklahoma loses another game to Iowa State, and then Iowa State takes the Big 12 conference spot with Texas. And that's how we get our Big 12 win. Because I think Iowa State and K-State have had Oklahoma's number for a while. And they also have bad juju with Oklahoma because they just lost the Big 12 Conference Championship to Oklahoma just last year. And they have the best, in my opinion, returning starters in the Big 12. And so I have us winning against the Red River rivalry 52-49.
Okay. Wow, let me start off by saying, man, if we're both undefeated at this point in the season, this game is going to be lit. This game is going to be national championship level lit.
It's going to be a college
It's going to
game
be a top
day.
10 matchup.
It's going to be college
100%.
game day. 100% college game day is going to be there if we're both undefeated.
Honestly, it's probably, if we're both undefeated, it might be the game of the year right here. And Oklahoma's had us the last, we're 8-3 the last 11 years. Oklahoma winning. So it's going to be close. I don't know if it'll be that high scoring, but it's going to be a good game. I think we're going to win, though.
Already. So
Then again, I've been wearing burnt orange glasses since the 70s, so every year we're going to win.
So what's your score, big dog?
I'll go with like 35-21.
All right. I want to throw something out there before we close it out. And my win, because I like to always explain how I feel like score is going to play out. I feel that it's going to be like the 2018 with Kyler Murray, where we took off on them and then they caught up in the fourth quarter with 21 points, scored real quick, but backwards. I think Oklahoma is going to be up here at like 45, 49 points, 42 points, and we're going to be in the 20s. And in the fourth quarter, Bijan Robinson is going to pull that Jamal Charles, Ricky Williams moment where he rushes for 230 yards in the fourth quarter and brings us back. And that's going to be Bijan's Heisman winning game. That's going to be the game that won Bijan the Heisman. And he's going to bring us back. And our winning touchdown is not going to be the score says a field goal that we won 52-49, but that's not going to be the case. It's not going to be a field goal that we win by. We're going to be down by 4 and needing a touchdown to win the game. And they're going to trick their D with a screen pass because we're going to be within the 20, 30-yard distance, and they're going to be thinking a end zone pass. They're going to screen it out to Bijan, and he's going to run it in for the game-winning touchdown.
There you go. I'd love to see it.
So let's go ahead and say our goodbyes, everybody. We're planning on all of our scores being 6-0 with 5-0 being Bobby. 5-1, my apologies. So this far, Gat has 6-0, I have 6-0, and Robert has 5-1 for our first half of the season segment. We will be back for a part 2 of the season here shortly, probably in a day or two. And we want to thank y'all for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe button, and ring the dinner bell because supper's always ready. Y'all want to say something before we go, y'all?
Welcome.
Welcome. All right, guys, we out.